Hello there. You might be wondering why you're watching this video. Well, that makes two of us. I'm doing this because I have to, but you're watching this by choice, so I'll keep you in my prayers. But anyways, this video is going to talk about monasteries, abbeys, cloisters, and what they are, and why are they designed that way, and a few examples to help paint this picture together. But first, I want to start with a little brief history of Italy. I'm just kidding. We don't have enough time for all that, but let's just jump into it. So now you might be thinking what monasteries, abbeys, and cloisters are. Well, I'm hoping you can explain that to me. Otherwise, it's going to be a really rough presentation. But don't worry, I got a co-host that'll teach us both.
To sum up, a monastery is a building or complex of buildings comprising the domestic quarters and workplaces of monastics, monks, or nuns, whether living in communities or alone, hermits. A monastery generally includes a place reserved for prayer, which may be a chapel, church, or temple, and may also serve as an site visit, or in the case of communities, anything from a single building housing only one senior and 2 or 3 junior monks or nuns, to vast complexes and estates housing tens or hundreds. A monastery complex typically comprises a number of buildings which include a church, dormitory, cloister, library, etc., and outlying greener. Depending on the location, the monastic order, and the occupation of its inhabitants, the complex may also include a wide range of buildings that facilitate self-sufficiency and service to the community. These may include a hospice, a school, and a range of agricultural and manufacturing buildings such as a barn, a forge, or a brewery. Italy is famous for its rich and traditional relationship with the Church, which not only made the country one of the strongholds of world Catholicism, but also resulted in a great deal of real estate development and the creation of quite amazing art. Monasteries are perfect examples of all three, as they encapsulate into one place the idea of Catholic community and the artistic value of churches and other buildings related to it.
Thanks, buddy. Well, now you might be wondering how common these are in Italy and what's their significance. Well, Dr. Papno said they're important, so, that's good enough for me. But they're important because of their uses, due to the rich history and the beauty of the materials, details, and artwork. To answer how common, there's around 3,600 abbeys and monasteries in the whole world, and Italy has around 60 of them.
I want to talk about the cloister.
Okay, go for it.
Cloisters can be a covered walkway, open gallery, or open arcade running along the walls of buildings and forming a courtyard space. The attachment of a cloister to a cathedral or church, commonly against a warm southern flank, usually indicates that it is part of a monastic foundation, forming a continuous and solid architectural barrier that effectively separates the world of the monks from that of the serfs and workmen who live and work around the cloister. So pretty much the cloisters are a part of the monasteries and abbeys. This space is within the building. You can't have cloisters without the monastery.
Thanks for the help. I feel like I did learn a lot, but I think I can take it from here. Now that the intro is over, let's move into the first section of this presentation. We'll now look at the Badi Fiorentina, focus on its organization layout. First, let's look at the rooms 1 through 12 on the floor plan and break these down.
Okay, first we enter into this atrium, which has this detail element on the top of it. Then we automatically see the Pedaloni Chapel and Bonsai Chapel on the left-hand side of the atrium. These are very small in size. Then we have the bell tower right in front of us that has a stairway that leads to the top of it, but I mean it is a climb, so I don't know if you want to go up there. Then we enter the main church space and we find that the St. Bernard Chapel is on the left wall, as well as the Cross Chapel on the front left and the Pentecost Chapel on the right of the chaw in the center of the space. On the right wall we can find the St. Mauro Chapel. Then we can see the sacristy to the right of the chaw. And to the right of that we make it to the most important space, the Orange Cloister. This is definitely the highlight space after the main church space. This has fresco painting going around the courtyard. There are 2 levels to this cloister, that allows for a unique experience. As well as it is having a green space in the heart of it that is filled with grass and some trees. Then the last thing that is accessible from the cloister is the capital room. I am actually not too such what this space is, but I think this is a more private space for people to go to be alone.
Alright, now I got this. Wow, wasn't that a great example? Golly, mister. I really hope you gained some new knowledge, since apparently you really want to learn about Abbeys Monastery for some reason. Well, now I need you to stay calm, because I'm about to show you another example and how these factors are shown in design, not only in plan.
No, I want to keep talking to the inferior sleepless architecture students. I am your leader now. Listen to what I say. We will look at the Certosa in Galluzzo, also known as Florence Charter House, and Certosa di Firenze is a charter house, or Carthusian monastery, located in the Florence suburb of Galluzzo, in central Italy. But a quick background. The building is a walled complex located on Monte Occhiato, at the point of confluence of the Ema and Greve rivers. The charter house was founded in 1341 by the Florentine noble Niccolò Acciaioli, Grand Senescal of the Kingdom of Naples, but continued to expand over the centuries as the recipient of numerous donations. In 1958 the monastery was taken over by Cistercian monks. The chapter house now holds 5 fresco lunettes by Pontormo from the cloister, damaged by exposure to the elements. The charter house inspired Le Corbusier for his urban projects. The monastery houses an Italian non-profit cultural institute at the moment. Okay, now to show the architecture side to it, let's go. The stairs to the monastery are this long climb to the site. This is the entry court with the small chapel for women to the right, the entry to the lower level distillery. Yes, men and women are separated. It was built a long time ago, chill. Then there is this smaller cloister called Dei Conversi, which is a double story and consists of arches all around. Then there is this forecourt, which is a large courtyard pretty much. Then finally we are at the large cloister, which you can see has these arches surrounding it, a big open space in the middle, but is also has a minx burial ground too. All around the large cloister there are these glazed terracotta reliefs by Giovanni della Rabbia of Holy People. Then there is another smaller colloquium cloister. This one is only 1 story of arches unlike the other ones. On the interior we see famous artwork of the Passion of Christ that has 5 parts to it. Agony in the Garden, Christ before Pilate, Christ carries his cross, Deposition, Resurrection. Also frescoes, a museum, choir stalls, and a chapel.
Okay, I think it's safe for me to talk now, but I'll make it quick before he gets mad.
Too late.
Thanks for watching. I wish we had more time, but I think this is the end. My co-host is pushing me off.
You are welcome, my tired, restless children. Until we meet again. I love you, bye.